touch something like this, but okay. Now my throttle is... So I should have got 100% on that, but for whatever reason, trying to when you have landed, you're trying to shut it down using their software. But somehow I fell through the launch pad, which is something that is impossible to do with a small drone. Yeah. So, not sure what happened there, but now I have to do this again. But I just chalk it up as practice, you know what I mean? Oh! Getting a little overconfident. I definitely lost some time there. All right. Yeah, I know it's a random stream today. Just felt like doing a stream. My my shoe was stuck in my chair. Couldn't get out. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get a little bit of a virtual drone practice. I feel like I'm better, obviously, with the real flying versus the virtual. But I do have some videos of actual flying. It'll be in the first person view of the drone itself. So I can only go 100 feet though, because of the airspace I'm in. Actually, technically I could go to 200, but like I did go up almost that, but really I just stick it to 100 because it's not too far. Like if I go across the street, then the airspace drops down to 100 feet. So I just keep it to 100 or less. So yeah. I'm gonna snooze this thing here. There we go. So anyways, so I have so originally I did this from school, but that thing's completely done now. I got my FAA license and all that, so I don't need, I don't have the software, so I had to buy the software. Technically the software is free, but you get very little. Actually, I don't even know if it's free. I gotta think about this now. Maybe it's not free. But anyway, for $20 I got all of these here. So and really I didn't get to do these during when I was doing the when I was doing the FAA certification program. I did not have testing towers. So I just had these here, not that. I had this here and this here, and that was it. And I did all of these. I got A pluses, you know. I did pretty good. But because I had to buy it myself this time, I figured, well, it's a one-time purchase. I'm going to get the towers, and then you can see my name's TheWiseCarrot over there. You know, obviously it was my real name when I was in school. But yeah, so that's where we're at. All right then. So what's crazy about this one is that there's a time limit when you fly for the tower. Now you gotta remember, this is basically kind of like an inspection situation here, you know? I've never flown to inspect anything, much less a big tower, but it's kind of odd that the program here says if you want to get a perfect score, you've got to you got to do the inspection within 4 minutes. Most small drones can fly for about 20 minutes, so that's more than enough time. But anyway, so that's why if you see me going fast, that's not because I want to be. That's because the company decides to do it that way. Oh, hold on! I did get an A plus. I guess I could skip that then. All right. Well, I didn't skip it. I actually did it. I got A plus. Okay. Let's go to this one then. So this one's ooh, this is it. Yeah. Now, oh yeah, I did this one too. Well, I got an A out of it though. But an A's an A. Okay, that's a B. What's this one? See, columns around the towers. Signal field. Okay. And I'll just use the typical Phantom 4. Okay. Honestly, I don't remember exactly what I need to do here, so I'm going to have to kind of figure this out. Even though I did pass, I got a B, but I want an A. Now, when you fly in real life, if you will, when you're actually flying, there's parts of it that is kind of harder. For example, if you got to deal with the sun, you know, and it can make it hard for you to see the screen of the drone itself. Okay, so it says here, face the thing. So let's go ahead and face the camera like this. So now you see this right here. When you see this, really you're looking at, in this case, a phone like this, right? And it's much smaller than me looking at a television over here. And you gotta remember that it's probably gonna be bright out if you live in California. It's gonna be bright and kind of hard to see, so I have to go usually near some shade without losing the line of sight, because you can't lose the line of sight. That is a no-no. You need to be seeing where the drone is at all times. All right, so this is me first time doing. This is my first little warm-up. I have not done this on here today, so it's a nice little warm-up. Of course, I don't see the thing telling me. Okay, I guess I did. Alright, so what's it want now? What is this? Okay, I feel like it. Oh, okay. So unlike the other one, this one you have to go at a certain rate. So that that thing right there, that red spot, that means you don't go beyond that, I think. So now it's going. Okay. See, now this sounds more the speed, but the last two lessons on here, they wanted me to fly pretty fast, and I'm like, why make me go fast? You know, why do that? Okay, so there's our little spotter right there. I can't go too fast or I'll go through it. Of course, I'm probably not going to get a good grade. Like I said, I already got a B minus, but I want to get an improvement. But you know, I gotta do this. I gotta warm up a little bit, and I haven't done this one here specifically for several months. So now they want. I'm going a little faster on this one. And now I'll probably go down one more time. That was weird. See, that kind of threw me off. And let's go down. Again, I bet you they have a time limit, which if they have that red spot there, like if you go too fast, then the spot basically stops, and then I have to go find the spot and go back down again or up, whatever. So kind of wish they didn't have that set up like that. And I gotta fly a little bit faster than I want to because I'm sure there's gonna be a time limit. And also I need to make sure I don't oops. All right, so let's see what the time is. Now, it says my average speed's 20 miles an hour. But see, no violations, and that's no violations, no crashes. That's the thing that's most important in my opinion. Still don't understand why there's a speed situation here I mean, there was no line of sight, so no violation there. Altitude, I didn't go too high. No crashes, no resets. I mean, you should get, you should get an A plus when you do it like that. And of course, I don't see why here. Maybe if I close this, maybe it'll tell me. Let's go back. Maybe it'll have a summary. Maybe. Oh, that is the summary. Here we go. Okay, so this is a 4-minute time limit. So they need to put some type of a clock or a timer or something in there to let you know, like, oh, I should probably go a little faster. You know what I mean? Anyway. Personally, I don't think they should have a clock for something like this. Because this is, you're doing a tower inspection. You're not supposed to be, you're not supposed to be Sonic the Hedgehog and just, blast through the whole thing quickly. I mean, the data probably would get, it probably won't have good data if your drone's, recording and you go too fast, perhaps. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's go ahead and try this again. So now we know there's a 3-minute time limit, or excuse me, a 4-minute time limit. And there is no clock, but I'm not going to have a clock here because, you know what, actually, maybe, I honestly never looked down here. Maybe they'll have a clock there. Let's find out. No, the clock's no longer there. So. All right, when it gets through the maroon color, or whatever you call it, pink, that's when it starts. And it starts. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Right friggin' there. Like, what's up with that? Okay, it is working now. But now I have to go, now I have to go much faster now, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, quit telling. It's telling me to go left, but there is no left. It's a crazy thing. I wasted valuable minutes there. Hey, Arch. How you doing, man? Sorry, I can chat. I just can't look at the screen. Just heads up. Now while I'm flying. Bye. Alright, now I think I'm getting close to the to the 3-minute mark, so I have to go a bit faster. So I want to get a better score. Because my best score was that's another thing, is they have this like it's one of those things that I'm definitely going to tell the developers about this. As a person who flies both real drones and virtual ones, I'll have to say that, yeah, you're kind of blinding us with this. Wow, this is having a glitch issue here. Look at this. This is a problem. Like I think it crapped out. Anyway, I just lost I lost now because I don't know what it wants me to do. Yeah, dude, this thing just got bad. Look at this. Now it's all over the place. Okay. Wow, what the? Well, this is definitely a loss. So, I mean, yeah. See, look at that. That really throws you off. Like when they're doing this here, like it's just got something going on with it. Like if I saw a drone do that, I literally would just, I would literally tell I would tell it to auto land, you know, return to home. You know what I mean? I'd just be like, okay. And then it would do it, then it would just land itself. I'm gonna have to redo this because there clearly was a glitch here. You saw that, like it really threw off the, threw it off. So let me go ahead and redo this again. Yeah, it's probably late for you, Arch. So yeah, I know you probably have to go to bed, so you don't have to be here if you go to sleep or whatever, you know. Yeah. Hey, you want to see some of the actually I have a well, you have me on YouTube, on Facebook, right? Or not Facebook, sorry, Instagram. You have me on Instagram, so yeah, if you ever want to see some of my flights, you can go to the Instagram, because I have a couple of flights there. I'll have another one there soon. Okay, so let's see. We got A on that. That's B. That's not done at all. I'm trying to get this to be to at least get A. I saw your videos on Instagram. Oh, nice. Yeah. So like, that's part of class that I was in, that I'm in. And it deals with using your drone to make a 3D map of your area. Pretty wild. Just called Skybrowse, and it's actually free. If you have a drone, drones aren't free, but if you have a drone that will work with it, then you can use Skybrowse to fly around and make three-dimensional objects, replicas of your actual house, for example. You can do inside your home, outside your home. It's pretty cool. Okay. Now, drones themselves don't have a crosshair, by the way. That's the software that does that. Kind of annoys me to have that crosshair there. And yeah, this is like, I don't know why I mentioned this earlier, but I'm gonna say it again because you just came here. That I don't think you're supposed to have to be fast for scanning and inspecting a tower. So I don't know why they have this here. If there's anybody that is, of course you'll see the VOD or maybe the YouTube of this if you have seen this and you have done this kind of work in real life. Yeah, let me know if that's really true that you guys have to be that fast when scanning a tower. Now I'm going as fast as the drone will go right now. Oh, and there's that. Alright, good, I caught it in time. What's crazy is I tend to fly a little better when I talk. I don't know why, I do. I tend to do better when I'm talking, you know? I think it calms my nerves maybe. Okay, well, it's not a perfect one. It's a little bitter. So I was 47 seconds late. But again, no violations, no crashes. So yeah, that's because I had a little hiccup there. try it again. Now, and I can like aim it and get it ready before the clock starts. At least I believe that's the case. And down we go. Now this is a little harder than flying the DJI with this Xbox controller, but it's much better than the controller I was using before. The thing I was using before was just hot garbage. And I was originally using this other controller that it was just, oh my god, it's terrible compared to this. This is nothing like a DJI controller and drone. It's good to take those extra couple of seconds to make sure it's aimed good, because if I don't, then I'll have to go and find where that red spot went again. Now I'm going as fast as this thing can go, but the aiming is pretty good now. Let's go a little bit higher. We don't want to run into anything. Let's look down. Because it's time related, yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. A+. So yeah, the altitude is 100 feet, just a hair, just a little over 100 feet. Max altitude, well, I didn't get up that high, but that's the max altitude that I'm allowed to go in this specific thing here, this test, if you will. Average speed, kind of slow, but you know, again, I was going down as fast as I could go, but still, that makes me happy. And what's nice is that it automatically throws that right into the website. In fact, let me show you. Now again, all my records are gone now because I was doing it for the FAA Part 107 course, and this was part of the training. What we're doing here, not the tower thing though. This is just extra that I paid for, just so I could kind of get an idea what it would feel like if I actually have a job like that. But let's go to that website here. I know you can't see it yet, but you will. Thank you very much. Let's see, Zephyr. I believe it's Zephyr. It's either that or it's Little Arms. It's one of those two. Zephyr. All right, Zephyr websites. Oh, that's the wiki. Doggone wiki. There you go. Zephyr-SIM.com. All right. Let me log in real quick, and then I'll flip this over. I just don't want my information just to be thrown out there in the you can possibly see. Let's go and continue and go to the main menu real quick. Let's see here. Okay, it's got my name Wise, so this has got to be it. All right, so here I'll show you the website here. So I just did this flight here. You'll see right away once I get the camera on. Let me close the game for a second and turn on the maybe chat. There we go. There's the chat right there. Okay. All right. So yeah, there you go. So I just did that literally right just a second ago. So immediately it throws it right there for you, which is nice. So yeah, this is the company. I paid what, $20? Actually, $10. Excuse me. I paid $10, and it's a one-time purchase, and I got all of those flights that I can practice with. And that's all of them here, which I'll show you a little bit later. But yeah, and really, pretty much a lot of game controllers will work. I'm using Xbox right here, the latest Xbox controller. I don't have an Xbox, but Xbox controller is really good, and it works quite well with the VR, with the drone VR thing. So yeah. So yeah, you get all this stuff recorded. It's like, yeah, you just you didn't complete it. It's like, yeah, because there's a glitch. One of the reasons why I'm actually having this shown on Twitch is also because it gives me a chance to actually share with the actual developers of the Little Arms / Zephyr company to say, yeah, this is the problem I'm having here. Can you maybe fix it or something like that? So, but yeah, like I said, I had to do this all over again. Not the. I'll show you real quick. So like all these, I got like A pluses and all this here. This did not count. But the only things that I had from my FAA Part 107 course was this here and this here. So just these, and I flew those, and I did. This one was pretty challenging. I actually saved a video on YouTube about it, and I'm gonna have to do it again though, because now that I have a new account, it's my account that I can. Now I have to do this all over again. I had to do it all over again. You know, plus with the $10, not only did I get that stuff, but I also get drone racing, flight path practice, something happening here in a track and field area. I have no idea what's up with that. And of course, the real reason why I bought the $10 was the tower inspection. So, actually, let's check out this. I have not even known what this is for. Let's go take a look at this real quick and see what's the deal. Also, the hobbyist thing that you pay for. So this is free flight. Oh, this is for cones. Okay. Let's do a free flight real quick. So it does come with some drones. This one here is the most common, I think. Well, I mean, it was at one point. I've never owned a Phantom 4. It's actually relatively new, I believe. But I mean, these DJI drones, man, they keep popping them out, though. You know what I mean? And I remember the Phantom 4 is like $3,000. The drone that I have that I got from school, that's say what, $250. But it does the job, though. I mean, like it could do this kind of work. I don't know about the tower thing, though. I mean, the tower, depending on what they want, if they're wanting like specialized sensors, like say if it's anything dealing with electricity, you'll probably want to have some sensors like thermal, you know, for example. Other sensors that may be needed, and of course those are different. Like the drone that I have isn't capable of handling that. Plus the payload would be too heavy for that small little drone. So there you go. All right, let's go ahead and see what's up with this area here. Now this is just a fly around thing here. Now, look how far you get to a point where you can't really see the drone now. And if you're like me and if you're like my area, where my monitor is covered with splatter from painting all these years, like that kind of makes it hard to see where the drone is. So that's why it's good to be able to do this and be able to see, oh, that's where I'm at. I'm down below, you know, like there. Hollywood drones. I wonder how up they'll let me go. Now you can set up with weather issue, like you have weather in this. I don't think they would have rain though, but I never really dealt with the weather because if there's weather, if there's rain, I'm definitely not going to have a drone there because obviously there's always a chance of lightning, and also water is not really good for a lot of drones. So you have to make sure you know what the weather's going to be like. Hey, let's see how good the let's go down here, see if A, I can go down there, and B, how realistic and how detailed. Oh, now it's going out of bounds now. You get out of bounds, it kicks you out. Let's see the highest then. Well, that certainly doesn't seem like 25 feet to me. That is not 25 feet. It thinks it's 25 feet, but I mean, look at that goalpost right there. This, to me, this would be more like. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I see what it did. It's on the right. I was gonna say, there's no way that. Yeah, that's like 100+ feet. I was gonna say, man, like here's the problem. Is I was looking here, and I was like, that's not 25 feet, but that's where they have it right there. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't call that 20. I don't think I would call that 20 feet. I would say at best, I would say maybe 15. But of course, we have to keep in mind that we don't know how tall I'm supposed to be in here. We don't know if the goalpost is going to be the actual height of a real goalpost. But we do know the length of a football field. Oh, and there's their logo, by the way. Yes, that's why they call it Little Arms, because it's a baby Tyrannosaurus. See, it's already out of bounds. So it sounds like to me that this could be a kind of like, well, they said mentioning going around cones, so I would think something like this. Now, what would make it really tough if you're doing it while you're looking at the drone, if I'm looking with my head up. So yeah, let's bring the drone towards me. Right there. Now, right now, excuse me. So there's head end and there's tail end, by the way, with drones. Right now I'm head end. Okay. And then tail end, left is right and right is left. So I'm pressing the left button, but I'm going right. And I want to go right, or if I want to go left, I have to press right. And what really throws you off is if I want to fly towards me, then that's up. And we're talking about using the right thumbstick. So yeah, and I'm definitely not a wizard at it, but I've gotten much better though. I've gotten much better with it. But normally I'm just like, you know what? Let's just make it easy. Just go right where it's just face the way you're supposed to face when you fly, you know? Yeah, you see the little little camera over there. There you go. All right. All right, back to towers. Here's one I got an F. Okay, here. Okay, these are all A's now. This one's not been done, so let's see what's up with this. Oh, so the target's 3.5 minutes. Line of sight. Oh, line of sight is active. Altitude active. So basically, make sure that you're looking at in the direction of where your drone's at. Well, let me rephrase that. Actually, that's not actually correct. It means basically be able to see your drone. So if your drone flies in a place where it's hidden, let's say it's behind a building, now you're out of the line of sight, and that's no good. So you want to always be able to be high enough that you can see your drone. But obviously, a lot of the flying, of course, you have to look at the camera, you know. But But the camera, you know where you kind of know where you're going, but you have to look at here as well. Like, okay, let's go check and make sure if that, because you know where you're flying at. So let's say you're flying over here. You have to kind of scan around and make sure there's not like other aircraft or anything like that, because you never know. Could be just a whole bunch of like a flock of birds flying or whatever. You know, it's like, okay, I see some birds flying. I mean, that you can make that's your chance to make your judgment and be like, okay, either I'll go up or either I'll go down, but depending on where I'm at, you know. Because yeah, you don't want to run into animals or anything with a drone. That's no good. Also, you have what's called TFRs. TFRs are restrictions. They're temporary restrictions. If you live in an area that has a lot of airports, for example, or any airports, or maybe a launch pad, like you live maybe near a hospital, for example, then you'll want to have one of these things right here, where you can listen to the air traffic control. Of course, if you're that close, you'll definitely need to get authorized to fly. But even if you're in what they call a Gulf airspace or green, even if it's that case, you're still good to have a radio at hand, so that way you know what could be, what if you're near a airport area, for example, you can be listening of what's up. So these things aren't that expensive, and they don't just do air traffic control. It does all cut. It's a scanner. You can scan just about anything with it, really. Well, not anything, but stuff that's allowed you can scan. So air traffic control is certain frequencies it's completely allowed to do. I hear you now, and I was mistaken. I muted myself. Oh, you're still awake? Oh, dude, go to bed. Yeah, it's not even 11 o'clock for me, so. Okay, so now let's see what this wants me to do. It says fly up and face the tower. And then it says circle the tower counterclockwise. Okay. While facing it. All right. That's kind of fun because I usually go I'm kind of used to counterclockwise. In fact, that's kind of what I was doing just a second ago. Is the way I fly. I fly that way. That's so. Hopefully, I'll be able to knock this off really quickly. All right, so fly up and face the tower. Now here's the thing with the virtual, is that I can't turn my head and look at where the tower is, like you're seeing right here. I can't look and say, oh, here's the tower there. So I have to literally use the gimbal and the camera to see. Okay, there's there's where it's at. Yeah, there's certain things you just have to realize. And I can't turn my head up enough to see what am I looking at. It's just kind of silly. Okay, now I can kind of see it. But I want to kind of back off a little bit here, because they probably want me to, I think it said 3.5 minutes or something, which should be more than enough time. Okay, so that's counterclockwise. Let's go up a little bit higher. Again, the count hasn't happened until I get into the pink arrow. So it's good for you to kind of get your adjustment and get ready. And this really throws me off. don't know why they have. Fudge. Why do they have to have this? Okay. And let's go over here and land. The landing kind of takes forever. Now, my drone, it can go up and down, like it'd be down already. Like this one here just is slow. And the actual drone itself is not slow. The DJI Phantom is not slow. In fact, anything is not slow. Hey, I got an A. First time. I mean, here's what's crazy. Is I should have got an A plus because there's no crashes, no resets, no violations, and I got done within 10 seconds left. That should be an A plus, don't you think? That should be an A plus unless you, like, they should really give you an idea of, okay, why is that score like that? I mean, granted, I slightly got out of the that green range or whatever, but I overcome that pretty quickly and got back in. You know what I mean? And also that green. That green highlight thing that they block, that blocks the whole that covers this, like you can't it makes it hard to see, honestly. They need to change that, like when you're actually flying and you're doing a scan, right? I mean, you know, if you're just doing a optical camera, just a typical camera, right? No special sensors, anything like, just nothing like that, just a normal camera. I mean, there's no filter being seen on the screen here. You know what I mean? Because it makes it hard to see what you're doing, and last thing you want is collisions or anything like that. So it's kind of odd that it's like that. Let's see what this says here. So this is weird. So like it says here the time elapsed at 1 minute and 9 seconds, right? Okay, but oh, I see now. Okay, I misunderstood. The module time is 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Got it. Because the one before that was 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But it's an A. And for me, an A is good enough. As long as there's no any collisions or violations, then I'm good with A. And it's a B, then I'll probably want to do it again until I get an A. That's just me. Maybe down the line, maybe I'll get picky and want to get an A plus, but for now I think it's doable. All right, I think that's pretty much it for the stream. It's about 1 hour and 5 minutes. Just wanted to do a quick little stream with the flying a virtual drone, practicing on a on a technically a monopole. So yeah, right there. So that's pretty fun. Then of course it gets pretty crazy when you start getting into like you're gonna see really big towers. In fact, let me see here. Like, let me show you this one here real quick. So yeah, you want to talk towers. Now this is a free flight. So yeah, this is where it's like yeah, now you're dealing with see, like right there, you gotta be careful about cables and all kinds of stuff. And I hope that they don't have this in a timed event. Now this one I don't think is the worst. I think the worst one is the other one. I'll show you. So this one here is about 300 feet. Right? Now let's look at the other one real quick before I end the stream here. Let's see. Controller scenario. All right. Now I'll do this one real quick. So now let's look at the lattice. Now I think if I remember correctly, the lattice is definitely the one that's like the one that you see when you're driving and you see these big oh, I didn't know I was doing that. Oh, I'm not gonna. I'm just here to fly. I'm not here to so yeah, there's your lattice right there. Now, man, can you imagine having to scan this thing? Like, can they actually? I know, like for example, LiDAR, I think would not have to could scan this whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, at this, be this far away. I bet you LiDAR is really awesome, by the way. It's so cool. So this is about 200, 240, 50. Alright, so at the very top it looks like it's 275. pretty cool. All right, let's take a look at how far I am. What's crazy is that I gotta clean my screen, dude. Like if I really gotta clean my screen. I still can't see it. It literally should be like right above that. Oh, now I'm not. Now I see it. There you go. All right. I think that's it for today. Got some good practice in. All right, thanks Arch for coming by and hanging out. It's really late for you, so wow. And also, I want to make sure we let people know that that Arch will be putting out a GoFundMe soon. And I'll let him add the details on that. But it's very important that you guys keep that in mind when this happens. Anyway, everybody take care of yourselves. Thank you again. Have a good night.